the review. I have it on Board Game Geek. I posted it, and then a guy came in and he's like, "Oh no, it's really good. What are you talking about? You're an idiot." I was like, "No, I think it's mediocre." And then Jamie Stegmaier comes on, and he's like, "I'm sorry that you felt like that it was just mediocre."
He quoted you.
Yeah, he did, and I felt bad. Welcome back to the channel. If you are new here, I'm Mike.
And I'm Kim.
And you're watching Tabletop Turtle. And today we are reviewing the games that we played last month, which was July. Just the heavy hitters, the greatest hits for the month.
Or the sore losers.
Yeah, or the sore losers in some cases, but that's okay. So stay tuned to see which games we thought were really good and that surprised us, and which games just surprised us in a really bad way. So the first game that we played that I remember is Bad Company. Bad Company had a lot of buzz, I remember, last year. It wasn't an amazing game, like it didn't blow my mind, but it was enjoyable.
It was definitely fun.
It was fun. Yeah, that's what the game should be, right? It played in like, I think an hour. If you're not familiar with Bad Company is sort of like Machikoro and Dice Kingdoms of Valeria or whatever it was called. Basically, when you have your tableau, but you have each numbered dice and you're trying to beef up certain numbers so that if you roll a 6, you get a ton more resources.
I think the best way to describe that actually is like whenever you roll your dice off, there is like a placement spot for it. That you can redeem resources for whatever number you roll. So like you always, every roll is a win.
And then we got a cool little police chase.
I didn't like the police chase actually. No? I felt like that was like redundant. Like I understand like having that, but it felt like I felt like this game did theme
Remember your
really
bad
well.
guys.
Yeah, the theme was really good. And so like that was kind of like one type of track for you to focus on as well. But I didn't feel like it wasn't very satisfying for me. No. Contracts were better. Like it felt like more rewarding to satisfy a contract.
I don't know, I liked it. It was more moving parts. Pretty simple game, definitely worth checking out. Now it's Bad Company. And then we also played Heat, another game that has a ton of buzz going about it. Sort of like the de facto now racing game. And I think there's a good reason for that. It was good. I don't know if I would replace Formula D. I think it's better than Formula D. I don't know if it was so much better that it's worth replacing.
I know it's the same theme as like racing car games, but I still feel like they're different enough games to justify having both. If you're a big car fanatic, then yeah, for sure.
If you love racing games, yeah.
But I feel like it's sort of very like party-like game, and it has its own place. I'm not sure if I fully agree with all the hype of it, but it was fun. And I didn't really wish the player board itself looked more like a dash, like a car
gear shift
dash.
Or something.
Yeah, like I was saying that we were playing the game, I was like, I wish like it wasn't like just moving this piece up and down. It was actually like some kind of cardboard mechanism where you like pushed it up itself. But I found that like that would have been cooler. Small, I mean, the little details matter, right?
And I think there was a bunch of extra stuff that you can play with that I don't think we played with, which is unfortunate because I think it would have made the game a bit more, it would add a bit more depth than I think what it was. Because from what it was, it just kind of felt like the only strategies I was implementing is whether or not to push my lucks going around corners. And that was kind of it. At least with Formula D, there's pitting, so I can do that. But maybe Heat has that too. Again, we only played once. A lot of these games that we're talking about today, we played like 1 or 2 times. Next up, another game that had a ton of buzz. I think this is just the buzz month. We're just going through games that at one point in time had a lot of buzz. And the game currently
has... It's the heat of the summer, so we're going through all the hot games.
Yeah, exactly.
Hot game summer.
And this
you know hot girl summer?
Yeah.
But hot game summer.
It is a hot game summer. Patent that shit. Hashtag hot game summer. And we played Expeditions, which had a lot of buzz, and we had negative thoughts about it.
If you want to know our thoughts about it, go check out our video.
I'll post it here. Maybe I know how to do it with that. I mean, how to implement those clickable links. I probably don't, so I'll just be pointing nothing. It was fine. It was mediocre.
The game was, let's be honest, the game was good. With all the hype around it and comparing it to Scythe like that, I think that's what was...
Scythe doesn't matter.
That was the biggest downfall, but we enjoyed that game.
Sure.
Right? And I think the expectation was for this game to be as enjoyable.
Yeah, that's all. It wasn't, nobody was going into, there's a lot of like, I see some criticisms with Expeditions, and then I see a bunch of people jump down their throats, metaphorically speaking, in regards to their criticism, saying things like, oh, you can't go in expecting Scythe, but nobody's going in expecting Expeditions to be Scythe.
No.
They're just going in expecting Expeditions to be as good as Scythe, to be a good game, to be as entertaining, to be as engaging.
And I think
and it's not.
For me, one big part of it is also, I like a lot of Stegmaier games. And I think that is also a problem. It's because I know I like a lot of his games. I'm like, oh, it's one of his games. Like, it's going to be good.
Yeah, for sure.
And then when it's not as good as I was hoping, it's like, oh.
And like in this day and age, mediocre isn't enough. Average isn't enough. It's got to be fantastic. We have over 300 games. You know, there are tens of thousands of games available. Lots of good games to pick. It's not good enough to just be average. It's not good enough to just be. Because I'm getting bombarded by like instant like messages on Instagram and like on Board Game Beat, people writing like dissertations about how I'm incorrect about my opinion. Like,
that's true. And at the same time, it's like, it's your opinion.
Yeah,
there's no right or wrong.
It's just
that's
our
how
opinion.
you feel about
if you like it, hell, if you like the game so much, you want to go online and write a big defense on it, that's awesome. Like, it's awesome that you found a game to
spend your time playing the game, not criticize someone else's
put your time elsewhere to something better. But if the game inspires you that much and you think it's that good that you feel the urge to do that, that's amazing. That's amazing. But it's not that for us. It's just
that game is not that
average
for us.
Yeah. And the worst part was in the review, I have it on Board Game Geek. I posted it, and then a guy came in and he's like, "Oh no, it's really good. What are you talking about? You're an idiot." And then I was like, "No, I think it's mediocre." And then Jamie Stegmaier comes on and he's like, "I'm sorry that you felt like that it was just mediocre."
He quoted you.
Yeah, he did, and then I felt bad. I was like, "No, like I don't think you're
like we're not trying to make a name for ourselves. This shitting on games, like
no,
we're
it's not a drama channel.
It's literally for us. Like we have quite a few games, and it's only 3 days in a year, and so much time we have to play games. So like if the games are great, we're not gonna keep it. We're not gonna buy it, that kind of thing. That is it, and we're just sharing that opinion.
Yeah, absolutely. That's if we were to put our top 5 favorite designers of all time, I'm sure both of us would put Jamie on there, like 100%.
Don't speak for me, speak for yourself.
Probably, but this game is just—it's poopy. It's a poopy stinker.
I did not say poopy stinker.
It's not bad. I'm exaggerating, but
yeah, it was
whatever.
Like I said, it was
watch
a good
the review.
game.
We just now you don't have to watch the review. We just lost view time because now we just summarize it here. Watch the review anyway. And then next up we have Lucky Cat. Lucky Cat was sent to us by Dylan Coyle. It's a fun little party game that we also did. No, we didn't do a review. We did a playthrough, and I'm pretty freaking proud of this playthrough. Like, even if party games aren't your thing, definitely give at least some of it a watch. I promise it's engaging, and I promise it's fun as hell.
I'm ready. Ow! Every time I get injured, I'm not sure I want to go first. I think I jumped you, so I don't mind.
Like just the video, I put tons of work in it. Watch.
Outside of his video editing skills, the game itself, though,
it was fun.
It surprised me. Yeah, it was more fun than I expected.
It's on Kickstarter now.
Yeah, I am not one for party games, so I often feel like Lackmaster can be boring, or if they're fun, it's all luck-based or guess-based, and I hate those discussion-based games.
Social deduction games.
I love deduction games, but the ones with other people, I'm like, I don't want to hear you freaking arguing about nonsense not related to the game, and the game like is so loosey-goosey. It's like, say whatever you want to say, you know? No. But this game, I don't know.
I think it's the dexterity element that won us over. It was kind of fun.
The way we play, because there's 2 ways to play the game, and we played it in like a fast mode where it's
slap the cat. Actually, I think you're supposed to pick the cat up. We were just slapping it. I think in the rules you're actually supposed to literally pick the cat up. We were just like bang, bang. I'm scaring Goose.
Yeah. He said slap the cat, but he was just slapping me.
I was just slapping her. And then next up we have Awkward Guess, which I think was this month's big surprise hit. It was a game like I had never even heard of before we played it. Yeah, I had never heard of it.
And it was the highlight of my like gaming month for sure. Yeah, it definitely was.
Like, I'm not a huge deduction fan.
I am.
She is.
I am.
But I thought this one was done really well. And I love the fact that there was like a social element to it where, we should explain the game. So Awkward Guess is essentially kind of like Clue, where you're trying to figure out who killed this guy. Trying to figure out what they used to kill him and what their motive was. And you're sort of like doing
and if they have any like alliances or any kind of like
if there's an accomplice. Yeah, exactly. And that's just all done through this really clever card system. And the coolest thing is that you can trade with other people. So it's when it comes to your turn, you can be like, I need some information on the library and I don't know people's names, Colonel Mustard. And then people can sort of trade with you. And what's cool is that sometimes they can sort of dupe you and give you like really low value, low information cards.
Well, kind of, but not really, because like they have to disclose the value of the clues they're giving you.
Yeah, because every clue has like a value from like 1 to 3 or 4.
Exactly. So they can't give you like a 1 when they said they're giving you a 3.
But they can give you information that you already know, which is that's the duplicity in it. But you can remember that. You can be like, I remember you trading with me before and it was garbage.
Then you burn that bridge.
Then you burn. Yeah, exactly. Then
yeah, you can be like Mike and never trade with me at all.
Yeah. No.
But I still end up winning the game. It's okay.
Yeah, it was really cool. I really liked it. I really want to own it. I think
normally, I love deduction. I love those kind of games, but I hate social deduction games. I normally just people joke about how I hate co-op games. It's not that I hate co-op games. It's I hate playing with people who just want to shoot the shit and like talk.
She doesn't want to communicate and have fun with people. She just wants to put her head down on the board and pretend like nobody exists.
I like those kinds of games. That's kind of true. But I do like games where, or even social games where you're all focused on the goal, right? I don't want, and a lot of people when they play social deduction games like Secret Hitler or like when you love
Deception, Murder Hong Kong.
Hate the game so much.
Everybody loves it.
I hate people. Except there's no. The only guidance of the game is just what weapons you're using. That's and like kind of some clues based on like the narrative, but it's just all guesswork and people are just, like
the game is other people. The game is guessing.
The game is people.
Reading.
That's why I hate the game. The game is people.
Yeah, some people are not good at reading people, so then that's okay. Not everybody.
I can see the anger.
Not everybody is good at reading people like this guy. Like Detective Holmes.
That's why he loses every deduction game ever.
Nah.
But
but
no, seriously though, this game does it so well.
It was
and
really
the
well done.
Social part, I think, is what's so special about it that I've never seen with any other social deduction game. Is it allows for trading, unlike most board games.
Yeah. So if you only own one deduction game, try this one. And then the next game is just a game for me because Kim didn't play because she's new to miniature gaming, hence the purpose of our series. Yeah.
My journey into miniature gaming.
Yeah, which you should also check out. Make sure you watch that. It's really good.
Watch my involuntary torturous journey.
It's not torturous. Even if you are just a board gamer, you should watch it because there's miniature games for everybody, for every setting.
That's what he claims.
There is. But this one is what I call the dragon. It's the final boss. This is not the one you start off with. Infinity is like, end game kind of stuff. Noteworthy this month, just because it's been so long since me and my buddy played it. And so when you spend so long not playing Infinity, you kind of have to go over the rules a bit because there's like some characters might have something like camouflage, but there'll be like 5 different levels of camouflage. And so it'll be like, Andrew, what does camouflage level 4 do again? I don't know.
That's why the name of the game is Infinity, because the rules are so long. It goes on infinitely.
It's rewarding. It's rewarding because there's so much depth. It's so much fun. And I won, so it's the best game. So that about wraps it up for Hot Games July. Hopefully we can continue Hot Games Summer because next month is my birthday month. So we're gonna play tons and tons of games.
It's already August, actually. So.
Yeah, it's August now, but it's August. Maybe in August. But yeah, no, August, hopefully we'll play tons of games. I hope that the next video we release after this one should be the next in our series, My Journey to Miniature Gaming, which will be part 3. And I think what it's going to do is going to be like top 5 gateway miniature games. So if you're a board gamer, watch them. Just watch it because I promise there's a miniature game out there for you. I promise.
Yeah, Goose is so excited about it too. And he's gonna already buy a whole stack of board games for himself. And look out for our next
next haul video,
monthly roundup. Yeah, because it's gonna be pretty big. Yeah. And it's an expensive month for me. And he always has a big wish list of gifts.
Yeah.
Like it's his birthday, my brother's birthday, my mom's birthday, your best friend's birthday, his son and his wife's birthday.
Yep. So stay tuned for the next part in the series. And hopefully next month will be even better. We'll have played tons more games. This month was good, I think. It was pretty decent. Lots of new games. So thank you for tuning in. Oh, don't forget to do YouTube shit. Like, subscribe, comment. Tell us how wrong we are about expeditions. I don't know. Whatever you want to do.
Let us know if you're playing the games that we've tried today. And like if you have a different opinion about it, whether you like or dislike any of the games that we like.
Or suggest us games to try.
Yeah, based on what you've heard today and what we like, let us know what to try. Let me know what to buy him for his birthday.
Yeah. And tell us if we are crazy for trying to implement both miniature gaming and board gaming. Is that stupid? I don't know.
You don't need more people telling you that you're stupid.
That's true. All right, everybody. See you later.
Thanks for watching.
Bye.